70 million people with disabilities in our country and over 1 billion across the world. Yet, the problem is not that there are 1 billion people with disabilities in the world. The problem is a larger statistics, which is the disability in our perceptions. Hello, my name is Alina Alam and I started Mitti Café with the dream of showing the world the magic of abilities. And what better than food to connect people to people? So while growing up, we didn't have a lot of money in the family, fortunately so. I say fortunately because as children, we learned to value the other important things in life. I saw that my parents, despite having limited means, would do things for people, small things. And those things were life-changing for me as a child. While growing up, I was raised by my grandmother. She had a motor disability, but all that I could see in that lady was abilities. She would take care of me, she would take care of herself, she would take care of the entire family. When I went out into the world, I realized that the world views disabilities very differently. So when they think of disabilities, they forget the abilities in that same word. So I started Mitti Café with zero startup capital, so empty pockets, failed sales attempts, multiple rejections. 90% of our equipments were donated by the community, right from my spoon to the second-hand oven to the fridge, by absolute strangers. Our first cafe was started in this dilapidated tin shed full of generations of rats. And it was the student community which actually supported us to clean it. So, as an entrepreneur, when resources are scarce, zero experience, so many rejections, you realize that that's the time you're your strongest. Scarcity leads to desperation. Desperation is a great asset for any entrepreneur, which leads to a leech-like attitude when you go out there and you have the guts to ask the community for support. And the community will help you grow. The local electrician refused to charge us that 400 rupees that he had come in for. The local printer refused to charge us. And that's how we kept on binding forces. And that's how we didn't just survive, but we were also able to scale. So it is 1% the idea and 99% the implementation. And to help you, you'd have to be ziddi. I still remember our first employee. She actually came in crawling for the interview because at that point of time, her family could not afford a wheelchair. She is the manager for our first cafe. The aim is, however, to reach out to the billionth Kirti across the world for whom economic independence and dignity is not yet a reality. And that can only happen when communities across the world are mobilized to participate in the pursuit to inclusion. Additionally, it is important that women support other women because we swim together, we sing together. So there is no force stronger than a woman determined to rise, to change the world and change lives. So my lovely ladies, be compassionate, have courage, be kind, be adamant and break the bias.